guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to Femhead. Today I want to share a year's worth of baby products with you. Just mostly, I'm going to go through all of my favorites and then some that I could have passed on, I think. I try to split it into like stages, so newborn, the first 3 months, then months 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, the entire year, and then could have passed on or didn't use. Some of these, and I'll tell you like which ones we're still using or used past that stage. I thought it'd be good to tell you like when we started using certain things. So in the newborn phase, the first thing I have is the Britax infant car seat. I was not going to get an infant car seat, and then I think we ordered one like the day we came home because Michael's like, this is ridiculous, like it's so much work, it would be so much easier to take him in and out. Having a newborn or a small baby during the winter time, it's much easier to get them like in and cozy, even though we normally, even if it's hot or cold, start the car so it can heat up or cool down depending on the weather. But I do like the infant car seat. It was really convenient for travel because it's so much smaller than the convertible car seat, and you can use just like a seat belt. So if like my parents or his parents or friends or someone was like taking us somewhere, I could just grab the car seat and use a seatbelt and secure him safely and not have to like remove the whole honking thing. I know you can have different bases for infant car seats as well, so I think it is a worthwhile thing to look into. But I know some people just swear by having a convertible car seat. I think if you don't drive that often, just stick to a convertible car seat and save yourself some money. The next thing I want to talk about is the Solly wrap. I think having some sort of fabric wrap carrier in those early days when they're still like just floppy and newborn was really helpful and really comfortable for me because it wasn't like I was wearing a big bulky carrier. It was much more like a second t-shirt, and I think they were very snug and secure in it. Kind of like being swaddled. Speaking of swaddles, the Ollie swaddle is my third thing. We got this, I took the Taking Care of Babies course, which is, I don't know if I talk about it here, but I cannot recommend her courses enough. The newborn course and the 5 to 24 month course are a must-have. But she recommends the Ollie swaddle, and I like that swaddle because very early on he was able to break out of other swaddles, and he wasn't like some like super strong Hulk baby. He just could like wiggle his arms out and then he would wake himself up with his arms. So having a very secure Velcro one, and it's still stretchy and breathable, which was helpful because it was summer and hot. So I recommend that swaddle. The Ollie swaddle, I believe I have $5 off or something. I have a discount code that I'll leave down below. The next thing I have is an exercise ball. Theo, for whatever reason, early on did not like to be rocked. He liked to be bounced. And so instead of me like walking around a room bouncing him, I could just sit on an exercise ball, put him on top of the Boppy, and just bounce him like that. And so it was a bit easier on me. Most people at the end of their pregnancy use an exercise ball to like prepare for labor, but you can use it also afterwards if your baby likes being bounced. The next thing is a nightlight. I call ours the egg light because it looks like a little egg. It was so helpful to have during those middle of the night feeds and diaper changes where you don't want to turn on a lamp or like an overhead light that's too bright because you want to keep the baby's environment as dark as possible during the night. So it's very helpful to just have enough light for you to see. Okay, months 3 to 6, some of my favorites. The Medela hand pump was, I cannot recommend that enough. It's great to have your electric pump for when you're like at home or at work or at like a stationary place where you can like set up and pump. If you're on the go, it's really hard to use an electric pump. It's so easy, just have a little hand pump that you can throw in your bag or your purse, and without any electricity or anything, like empty your boobs in like 10 minutes or whatever. That way you didn't have to like, well, I have to get home by this time to feed them or to pump or bring your stuff along. And I just recommend a hand pump to everyone. I got, it's called the Aqua Baby nasal aspirator. I'll link everything down below. This nasal aspirator, essentially a boogie sucker. I was not a fan of the nose Frida. I know everyone swears by it, but I could not do it without gagging. So I wanted something to do the sucking for me, and this electric battery operated booger sucker was the ticket. Okay, moving into months 6 to 9, a diaper sprayer at this point. Because he started solids, I later learned that if you introduce formula, you're supposed to start spraying off your cloth diapers. I didn't spray them off until he started solids, never had any issues, but a diaper sprayer makes it so much easier when it still needs some help getting off. Like, I know people do like poop scrapers and spatulas, and thankfully at his age now, they're like solid enough where you can kind of just like flick them off the diaper. But when they need to get sprayed off or like removed, it's really nice. Going along with the diaper sprayer is like a splatter shield. So it's basically like a clipboard with a little thing around it. So you just clip the diaper in, spray it off. It can splatter up against the shield, not get on your toilet, not get on your walls, go into the toilet. I should have mentioned probably back in the newborn phase was cloth diapers. We have loved those so much. I was really wondering how Michael would fare with them. I knew I would, no matter how like difficult or gross they were, I was just gonna like bear with it because I thought they were really important and I really wanted a cloth diaper, but they were so much easier than like I expected. And Michael was like, these are great. We've done a couple videos on them, but we used the Thirsties covers, the Clothies pre-folds, and the Clothies wipes. I make my own diaper spray. I made some fleece liners, which I also recommend. Once they start eating solids, silicone bibs. I see people with like the cute little like cloth, terry cloth bibs, and I'm like, that's not gonna do anything. You want the silicone bibs with a tray down here because they are gonna drop so much food, and if you don't have something to catch it, it's gonna end up in their high chair, it's gonna end up on the floor, and like it's still getting up on the floor and in their high chair and in their lap, but not as much with the little catcher thing. And if they're, you know, drinking water or milk or whatever, and they like spit some up, because babies and like toddlers like to do that, they like to gulp, 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 and then just open their mouth and let it run out. So it catches that as well. So the silicone bibs with the little tray are a must-have. We went with like a booster seat high chair. I didn't want a whole high chair with leg situation. I wanted something that was much more portable and we could just put on one of our chairs. And I really enjoyed the one we got. I don't know why anyone would get a high chair with cloth or fabric of any sort on it, because they get disgusting and you want to be able to just wipe them down. I guess some of those detach and you can just wash them in the washing machine. Then you don't have a high chair cover for however long it takes you to get through your laundry. Outlet covers, this comes the time when they're crawling around, sticking everything in their mouth, sticking their hands on everything, trying to lick everything. And so outlet covers are very important. Theo loves cords and plugs, and he loves to unplug stuff and then try to plug it back in, which is not a good thing. So there's just outlet covers everywhere. Get yourself like a 30, 50 pack, depending on the size of where you live, and just put them all in. I've made a video about baby proofing, which I'll link below. We've taken the strategy of, as we foresee things becoming an issue, we'll baby proof them. Baby gates, we have 2 sets of stairs in our house, one to the basement, one to the top floor. We have a baby gate at the top of the basement stairs, and then we have 2 baby gates at either side of the stairs that go upstairs, because he likes stairs, and if you leave them open, he will make it to the top before you realize it. He's done that a couple of times, but he's to a point where he can make it up fine. It's just if he decides he wants to try to come back down, that there could be an issue. So it's just baby gets you a good thing if you have stairs. We got the Safety First convertible car seat. This is the original car seat we got and we were going to use, and I love it. I think it could work from birth. We brought him home from the hospital in it and it was fine. Like, he was itty bitty inside of that giant car seat, but it worked. And it just looks so plush and comfy. Like, I want to sit in there. And I do think he's much more comfortable in that car seat than he was in his infant car seat, because there's just more padding and it just looks more comfortable, but I don't know. Convertible car seats are big. If it's possible, test them out in your car or whatever vehicle you have, because it might be too big. Ooh, and then a sleep sack once he couldn't be in a swaddle. I borrowed my sister's that my nephew used, and it just is a sleeveless one. Keeps him warm at night in the winter, and then we just use it, like, he just wears a diaper in that right now. He's almost outgrown it. I think we're just gonna move him out of it until maybe this winter if he gets cold, because he doesn't quite understand the concept of like blankets keeping him warm. All right, months 9 to 12. I said rompers. My child does not own a pair of shorts, it turns out. With coronavirus, I've not gone shopping in a long time, like clothes shopping, which is probably a good thing because I'm saving money, but I really want to go to the thrift store. I got a couple rompers for him before coronavirus because we were going to Texas and Mexico, and those are easy because they're just like onesies, but they have like shorts built in. Forks and spoons. This kid loves utensils. He showed such interest in our like spoons and forks and always wanted a fork in his hand, so I got him his own, and he's gotten really good at using a fork. And we also got him a water bottle. I got him a little yellow Hydro Flask, and he figured out how to use a straw, so that's his water bottle. And then the final category I'm going to talk about is the entire year, things that we've just used all year round. Yeah, he's definitely up. So the Guava Lotus travel crib, that was his bassinet in our room for the first 6 months. If we travel, we take that with us. It's so compact, just easy to pop up, easy to take down, such a good size. His Britax stroller, that was a hand-me-down, and I was looking at I think it was the Britax Be Lively, but this one is the Be Agile. I really like it. I want to get a more lightweight, compact one for travel, but we're not getting any planes anytime soon, so we don't need that. Oh, here I am. I'm talking about the cloth diapers because we've used them all year, of course, Victoria. His sound machine. We just got him a new sound machine, but we had the little portable Hush sound machine, which is great because you can take it with you. Rechargeable, so you don't have to like have it plugged into the wall. His new one is the Electrofan, the Evo, because it's a little bit louder, and he was like waking up at the smallest sound really early in the morning. If like you get up before him, he'd be like, yo, I'm up too. So we got him another one. But sound machines, get him a sound machine. The Motorola Comfort 75 monitor, I just bought a second one because I'm pretty sure he broke the first one. There's a little crack on the screen, and it still worked. Like you can still hear them, and if you like pan just perfectly, you could see them in the crib. But I've really enjoyed this, and I don't know how I felt about baby monitors. I was like, oh, I don't need that, but it's really nice, especially when you're sleep training them, or when you're like this and you're like, I think I hear them. You can just look really quick and know they're awake. Oh, zip up sleepers. He lived in these for the first, until it got hot out, which was, you know, May. So the first like 8 months of his life, he just lived in zip up sleepers. You don't need cute outfits for babies. You don't need anything. You just need sleep up zippers and onesies. The Ergo Baby, our friends gifted us the Ergo Baby like the day they came and met him in the hospital, and I love that thing. It's now like our travel carrier because you can go hiking, you can take them, like put them in that for a plane. I use it all the time around the house, like if he just wants to be held and I'm trying to cook dinner, I'm trying to rake leaves or something, I just stuff him in there and he goes and, you know, leaf blows off the driveway with me like he did this morning. And it's just, you can do facing in on the front, facing out on the front, like a backpack, you can do a hip carry, it's great. Books. Our child loves books, and it's just part of her like nighttime routine. We have a whole shelf, 4 shelves packed with books. We've got a lot of books. Michael got him the Literati subscription box, so we get new books every month and we can keep the ones we like and send back the ones we don't like, so that's been great. But books, it's really good to read to your kids, and he loves books. Crib. He started taking his naps in there around month 2, and he started sleeping in there full time at 6 months. I got the West Elm crib, which I know is like a bougie pricey crib. I got it on sale, which I was really happy, and I think I saved like $200. Yeah. Crib. Clip-on fan. This was a recent one this summer I got because it's so stinking hot and humid here. It's just a little rechargeable clip-on fan. Car seat while I was in the stroller. Ooh, I caved at 6 months and got a actual diaper bag because we just gotten done doing a lot of traveling, and I had just been using my Fjallraven backpack, but it just wasn't working anymore with all the stuff. I couldn't ever find what I want, especially when I'm traveling. And then a global pandemic happens, but I do like it. I do like it. It's nice because it has a big open center compartment. It has little pockets where you can put stuff, so it keeps things separate and so much easier to find stuff in there. I just wish it had like more like cushy straps. Oh, I also got a small cooler for back when, you know, pumping, traveling. I almost said milking my baby, but giving him milk. But I got this little cooler, which I'll include because I really liked it, and it would have been really, really helpful for like storing breast milk that I was pumping, like with traveling or whatever. Now we can just use it for snacks. Blackout shades. Ugh. Taking care of babies, I'm gonna shout her out again. Making your baby's room like a dark little cave with the sound machine and like just setting up a perfect little sleep environment. These are really inexpensive. It was like a pack of 6 for 30 bucks maybe. I'll link them down below, but they've been really helpful and I really like them. An electric nail file. It will take you ages to just file your kids' nails, especially when they're babies. You'll like nip their skin and stuff, or you're trying to clip them and then they bleed and they feel bad. And now when he has an attention span of like, you're not gonna hold my hand for a couple minutes, mom. An electric nail file, you can just zip, 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 get them so quickly. We watch one of the songs from Moana and I can get all of his nails in that time and he lets me do it. Yeah, so much easier. A stroller organizer cup holder thingamabob for the stroller. Yeah, I've always gone on a lot of walks with him, and this is really nice because it has 2 places for cups. It has like a little center compartment that's kind of insulated, I believe, and then like a little zipper thing, another little zipper thing, a pouch thing. But I got it off of Amazon. It works perfectly, folds up with a thing. You never had anywhere to put your drinks or your phone or your keys, and that was just kind of frustrating. A car seat mirror. Another thing I didn't think I would want, but it's nice to be able to like look at your baby. I recently saw they have like a car seat camera sort of thing where you put it on your dashboard and there's a little camera that it hooks to. And so you can just look right here and see your baby rather than trying to like see them in the rear view. But either way, like some sort of car seat mirror has been really nice. Things I could have passed on or didn't use. I got a newborn insert for the stroller because I wasn't going to get an infant car seat and I wanted to be able to push him around earlier on, and this kind of like, if you laid the seat down flat and you put this in, it kept them stable enough. But we got the infant car seat, so I just never used it, so I didn't need it. Pacifiers, pacifier clips. I know some babies love pacifiers and you can't get them away from. Theo is not a pacifier baby. I wish he was a pacifier baby sometimes, but he is not. So I got a couple cute pacifiers and a cute pacifier clip, and he just doesn't like them. So maybe our next baby will like them, but it was just kind of a Comotomo bottles. So people swore by these. They said they were like great for like breastfed babies, and he just did not like them. But I used the bottles that came with my Spectra pump and he took to those. So then I got the Dr. Brown's, which were similar, which should be one of Dr. Brown's bottles. Put that up top with the favorites. I really like those, but he didn't like the Comotomo bottles. The nose Frida, I already talked about that. I did not like it. I know people swear by it, but it just made me gag. Thirsties hemp inserts. So I got these because I was trying to get his diaper to last him through the night, and I just don't use them ever. Lots of different swaddles. So like the cute ones that are the big muslin, like stretchy ones, the Swaddle Me ones, those are cute, but they don't contain them. The Ollie swaddle is the only thing that we tried that contained him. Baby mittens, baby socks, baby hats. If you have a baby in the winter, obviously you're gonna wanna put a hat on their head, but the socks, the mittens, none of it stays on, so you just end up not using them. Outfits. You don't use outfits, you just put them in whatever's easiest because they're just gonna make a mess of it. You want something that's really easy to change his diapers in, so just skip the outfits. Boppy Pillow. I wasn't going to get any sort of breastfeeding pillow, but my sister had one, and so I thought, what the heck. I always had to use other pillows as well to prop him up into a comfortable position. It was nice once he was big enough to like kind of sit up on his own or prop him up in a reclined position and hold him there. Change pad. While it's great to have for the first like couple months, especially that newborn phase, you end up changing their diapers on your bed, on the living room floor, on the couch, so you don't have to go up to the diaper station. So I feel like you could pass on a change pad. Baby towels, baby washcloths, something about the like terry cloth fabric of those I don't like. We've always just used his like cloth wipes as washcloths and then adult towels because you get more bang for your buck, and I don't know, we just use normal towels. Let's talk about toys for a second. Toys are great, but I think you should be conscious with the toys you get. I feel like there's toys that I've gotten that I thought would be good for him, but then he just has no interest in them. He definitely has been going through, like, he'll play with toys, but he also will just play with garbage. Like, he'd rather rip up a magazine or play with an Amazon box than play with really nice toys. So I think be selective with your toys. Don't feel like you need a bunch because babies honestly just like to play with random stuff. his Jolly Jumper. He used this for, I mean, several months. I would say from when he was about 4 months old. I don't know when he stopped using it, but it kind of came along with he didn't like being contained. He is a free spirit, wild child. He likes to do his own thing, but he definitely got into a don't contain me sort of phase. So being contained in a jumper, I thought he would like it way more than he has. Teethers. He's got 6 teeth now, but he would not take to any teethers. Thankfully, I guess I bought one. I bought like a carrot teether, but my sister had lent me all the teethers she had, but the nice like cooling ones that you put in the freezer, like washcloths. He just doesn't like teethers. He'll like chew on his finger. He'll chew on like blocks of wood. He likes wood stuff. But he doesn't like teethers that you think would be really nice and soothing on his gums. Nursing bras. This is more for me than him. I just found that like stretchy sports bras work better than like the actual like nursing bras. Like I think I'm actually wearing, yeah, I got this one from Target. I wore these all the time. Like they were just stained, dried breast milk for the longest time. So just get ones that are really like stretchy and you can just like flip it out. Stuff to hang in their car seat. We were given a couple things that like go on the bar of the car seat. He just didn't like the car seat. And then finally, the diaper pail. Like, while yes, we used it for a while, from what I've learned, you don't want to seal whatever container you have your cloth diapers in. You want there to be airflow so they don't stink as bad. They don't like sit there and just like, right now I have the pail liner just hanging on the doorknob in our hallway upstairs. I had like a wire basket that for a while, but I've learned that airflow is better. So a diaper pail, I guess, if you are using disposables, but we just don't use it anymore. It is so baby specific too, some of that stuff, like certain things one baby will like, the other baby won't like. So it's just really trial and error. You're gonna find your like awesome items, and then you're gonna get stuff that you thought was gonna be great and wasn't. No real way around that, so try not to like blow the bank on baby items because it could be your hit or miss. Anyways, that is what I have today. Better hide my bra again, but he's gonna come find me soon, so I better wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hi, Baba.